Hello everyone, it's Ashwin Rao, and in today's video I'm bringing you a bit of an unboxing and first look impressions of a new makeup I just received from renowned Indonesian bootmaker Briselblack. Briselblack bootmaker, originally known as Benzene, has been making waves for years now in their non-laced or laceless footwear, including their famous 7th Chelsea boot, which I think is probably the best rugged or semi-rugged Chelsea boot out there in the world this day. They also have made a name for themselves about engineer boot, which is what this version here is. This is their new last, their Batu last, that I'm really excited to try out and feature on this channel. They did give me a 10% discount, just so you know, so I did pay my own hard-earned money for this pair, but this was on their ready-to-wear section of their website. I saw this come up in my size. Here, once I dispense of the boot bag here. Here we have this leather welt, no midsole, and a rubber cork Dr. Sol footbed here. There's a little piece of tape here that can be removed. And our Dr. Sol heel block that we know will hold up well. A gently curved woodsman style heel that adds to the nice profile of this particular boot. I am a huge fan of waxed flesh leather. It tends to have a slightly thicker handle and tighter temper than most non-waxed leathers. I think it's partly the waxing that adds to the stiffness and robustness. It also will patina well and reveal a T-core effect, because as you can see, this leather is not stuck through black. It's actually tan or natural colored underneath, so that will wear through once the wax diminishes at these friction points here. I think that it'll probably echo some of the colors you see down here with this kind of black and tan look here. We see a typical buckle, gold buckle here with a similar rolled style buckle up top and adjustable straps here. What we'll see with the Batu last is a slightly more sprung toe. You'll see this little bit of curving up toe spring and a more turned up nose here, a little bulbous appearance to the nose. It's going to make it a little bit more casual than their other last. This last of their keeper model in the Kapak last. The Kapak last also has more of this squared off profile and a lower toe profile, making it a little bit more maybe dressed up, even though this particular waxed flesh leather, this Indonesian waxed flesh leather, is much thinner than the Horween black wax flesh that is being used here. But you can see slightly different profiles if we compare the two lasts. Otherwise, these are both 8-inch high boots. I love the fact that this shaft stands up and will gradually wear over time. The Batu last has a more rounded profile, slightly Munchin shaped, I guess, would be kind of a way of thinking about it, but it's not really a Munchin last. It has a slight asymmetry to it here, similar to some of the Munson last, this slightly squared off rounded toe profile, but more toe spring than the Munson. I really enjoyed the fact that they're using this almost Alden style cork outsole that you would see on an indie boot. That means that this particular pair will be great for casual city kind of tromping around town wear and give you a nice grip, but it's probably not the boot you want to take hiking. Not that you would wear a boot such as this engineer boot. But I'm a fan of this Horween waxed flesh because it just has some of the features of like horsehide, horse butt being a little thicker. And even though it will wear over time and reveal this T-core, I'm a fan of that. That takes a while to happen. It'll also form more rolls than creases, which I really like in my engineer style boots mainly. Let's just peek at the back heel design here. You can see this very rugged, robust, rounded booty, heel counter, I guess. And then there's traditional stitch work done on the back heel piece here. I just think very reminiscent to their typical engineer boots, but you can see how the light catches this model. You can see the curves. If you're also interested in more information about Benzene and Briselblack as a engineer bootmaker, the Vintage Future Dave, who is also a heritage clothing and footwear enthusiast with tremendous amounts of knowledge, feels that this is probably the best bang for your buck engineer boot out there, because these cost in the $600 to $700 range, maybe even less for local Indonesian pull-up leathers or wax flesh leathers. This pair was about $750 or thereabouts. And I'm thinking, gosh, the same quality gotten from Japanese maker is going to cost you double. Carved out channel, so the stitching here is recessed, so it shouldn't wear out. You can see that the heel block is nailed in there, so that should hold up well and be amenable to a resole when needed. But given that this has no midsole, the profile of this side of the footbed and the outsole is relatively clean. It has a less dramatic leather heel stack, just 2 pieces of leather to form the heel stack along with that welt. And yeah, just wanted to give you this idea. I'm really looking forward to taking this guy through its paces along in the time being, because I used to be opposed to engineers because I'm not an engineer, but here we are now with 3 of them in-house. So give Briselblack a look. They have a nicely designed website that shows the pairs that they currently manufacture in stock. You can certainly have a model such as this made to order in your size. I believe it takes probably 3 to 5 months to have it delivered. If you design it fresh in your choice of leather, last, heel componentry, the whole thing, you can kind of adjust everything here. Anyways, hope you're doing well. Keep an eye more for information as I dive into this in terms of the Batu last and what that means in terms of comfort, quality, stride, mechanics, all the things that go into enjoying a pair of footwear. Hope you're all doing well. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.